Hello everyone, welcome to Maugenest Kids. Today I'll show you the game played by Ghislain and Yuri, and this beautiful game complete in only 24 moves. And let's see how this beautiful game was played. The gameplay starts with the pawn to d4, and after this d6 was played. And now the white play c4, and here you have the English opening. After black play e5, then the white continue to c3, and the pawn e takes d4, then the queen continue to capture the pawn, and then the knight to c6 attacking the queen, then the queen just move to d2, and here the black continue to develop knight to f6, and this is the first 5 move and the position is equal, and the game continue with the knight developed to f3, then g6 was played, and the white also follow to play g3, preparing to move the bishop up, and the black also, so you can castling to the king side. So after this the bishop to g7 was played, and the white also play bishop to g2 for short castling. So the black castling and the white also castling, and after this bishop to e6 trying to capture the pawn at c4, and now the knight just move to d5 to prevent the pawn being captured, and putting the knight in the center of the square. And after this the queen move to d7. You see that this is the first 10 move, and the position is equal for the both sides with highly developed all the pieces. Then the white continue to play, trying to have the idea to attack to the b side, b file by using rook to b1 and attack the b7 pawn. So rook b1 was played, and after this bishop to f5 continue to attack the rook, and now the rook need to move away and it will be losing a tempo, and here the pawn cannot go to e4 because the bishop will just capture the pawn, or the knight can capture the pawn as well. And after this we attack the rook, and the rook need to move away to a1, and this we call it is a losing a tempo in the opening. So after this rook a1 was played to move away from the attack, and now the rook f to e8 bring up another piece to attack the white pawn. Then queen to d1 was played, and now the knight just capture the knight at d5 to go for the action, and here the c just take the pawn, and now the knight goes to b4, and you have many ideas such as the knight can attack the pawn at d5, or you also can use the goes to c2 and attack the rook, and if the rook come up again, then you can just use the knight to go to e3 and double attack, and allowing the bishop to attack the rook. So this knight is a quite strong move from the black, and after this the knight to d4 was played, trying to attack the bishop and simplify the game and also control the c2 square. After this the bishop just take the knight, and now the black is better And in this game, the queen just capture the bishop, queen takes d4, then the knight to c2, and the black is better in this position, and also the black is really pushing and attack the white, and here the knight is have double attack, which is called a fork. And now the queen just move to c3. If you move your queen to f6, the queen will just go to e7 and preparing for action. If you just capture the rook, then you have a mate into such a bishop to f6, and now nothing can prevent the queen from the checkmate of the king. So if you move the queen now to e7, then the queen will just go to g7 checkmate. So therefore, if you just move the queen direct to f6, the first move will be action of the queen. After action of the queen, then the knight will just able to eat the rook freely. So in the actual game, after knight to c2, the queen just move to c3. And here the knight just capture the free rook. Then the bishop now move to f6 and control the f8 square and preparing the queen to g7 and checkmate the king. So bishop to h6 was played, and now the rook able to capture the knight back. However, after this position, here come one good move from the black, which is a f6, and this f6 is to block the queen diagonal attack. And if you just capture the pawn, and now the queen cannot checkmate the king at g7 because now the queen is protecting the square, and the rook just able to capture the knight only. So after this, rook takes a1, and after this, the black is winning a rook, and now the black continue to attack the pawn and control the rank 2 square. After this, the rook just go to c2, and with the idea of use queen to capture the pawn and win the pawn at rank 7. After this, the rook a to e8, and this idea is to double up the rook. And after double up the rook, you can just come to e1 and check the king. And after this game, bishop f3 was played, and now rook 2 to e7. Then this give up the pawn, and this pawn is a poison pawn, and the white just think that this pawn is free and easy to capture. Well, the pawn, it cannot be captured, and after capture, the black will win the game. And capture the pawn. After queen capture the pawn, and here you have a mate in 3. I give a couple of seconds to figure out how the black continue to play and mate in 3. Well, congratulations for those who found the answer, and for those who like to enjoy the show, here are the moves that the black play and win and mate in 3. And in the actual game, the rook moved to e1 and check the king. So rook to e1 and check the king. after this check, the king only have one place to move out, or you can just use the rook to capture. So in the actual game, the rook is take, and now the rook continue to check, and here nothing can block the check, and the only way is to move the king up. And after the king to g2, then you have a very beautiful mate bishop to f3, and check the king. And with this, thank you.